Hello, 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 Facebook family. December 1st, 2021. The 20th installment of Elevate Facebook Live, right?
Yeah.
Hello, I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I know we're a little early. We are going to be decorating for Christmas. We're running a little late.
We have a lot of work to do.
I'm the person responsible for bringing the stuff down, and I haven't done it yet, so we'll be doing that tonight.
You will be doing that.
I will be doing that tonight.
Let's be clear.
And hopefully I get a little help from Kai, at least to be able to hand the stuff down. But we're gonna be getting ready for the festive time of year. I see we have some people out there. How you doing? Usually what we do is just post your name and your city when you first come on. If you could just post your name and your city. We're a little early, so we're 6:58. Got a couple more minutes before people start coming on. So, are you getting any comments on your end?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Hello, Mother Brenda. How you doing? I can see you. Hope your day went well. Giving you a potato salad update. Potato salad has been finished by me, and it was good. I just took the container and just brought it to the table. So, hello, hello. And we're getting a couple people on. We're just trying to wait a few more minutes to get everybody on. Hope everybody's enjoying the good weather we're having. I mean, it feels good out here in Houston. Starts off a little chilly, then it comes down to like the perfect. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And I'm a very picky eater. I'm very picky. My wife always makes fun of me because I'm very picky, but I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like. And I almost licked the bowl on that potato salad. And the banana pudding was good. I know you didn't make that, but the banana pudding was really good. My dad made that. I didn't even know he can cook. But we still got a little bit left. My wife trying to throw it away. I said, rebuke the devil. Rebuke the devil. We're not throwing that potato salad away.
No, banana pudding.
Oh, I mean banana pudding away. Ain't no potato salad left. There's a little bit of. We're gonna tear that. I'm gonna tear that up after this.
So all Thanksgiving food has an expiration date. That's all I have to say.
Y'all hear that?
Thanksgiving food has an expiration.
I told her they make Pepto-Bismol for a reason. That's what I told her. I told her they make Pepto-Bismol for a reason. I'm going to eat that banana pudding to take my chances. Yep. So here it is, 7 o'clock, you guys. I appreciate, I hope you're here. I see my mom and dad are on. I can't see everybody. Sometimes some pictures show up at the top. Really appreciate you guys coming on. Happy holidays. It's a very festive time. I know we had fun. We had family over. I don't know if you guys heard it, but we have a little bit of banana pudding left, and I'm gonna kill it tonight. So he said he put his foot in that. He put his foot in that banana pudding. That is the truth, because I tore it up. But anyway, I just wanted to get started. You know, this is the fastest 30 minutes in social media. The fastest 30 minutes in social media. And today we're going to be dealing with, it's called Dealing with Disappointment. It's called Dealing with Disappointment. This is episode 20. First, I just want to thank everybody for coming on. I appreciate it. I know you got things to do, places to be, people to see. But you took this 30 minutes and joined us on this Facebook Live, which we have been doing consistently for 20 episodes. We took 1 week off for Thanksgiving. But other than that, hey cousin, Tamika's on. Appreciate you coming on. So I just wanted to, I know most of you know me, just Just wanted to tell you, I'm Curtis Carr. I'm the founder of Elevate. Me and my wife run the company. I have over 30 years of experience, 15 in the training capacity. Shar, my wife, has been a business analyst and project supervisor for 10 years, and she runs her own business. Been doing that for about 8 years. So the company's called Elevate, equipping leaders of tomorrow. And hello, Karen. Hello. You know I'm going to get to y'all. I got to do my little housekeeping stuff, and then we're going to come talk about you guys a little bit. But yeah, so Elevate, expectations, leadership, ethics, vision, attitude, temperaments, and effectiveness. And basically, I call it the Bentley of business training programs. In our on our web page, I deal more with people and productivity. Shar deals with more with efficiencies and systems. So it's fun. I love doing the Elevate program. We also do we focus on different groups. So I'll be going over that a little bit later. But I wanted to give a shout out. So I like doing the shout outs, man. It's fun. So Karen and Mother Brenda. So we go and finally meet our loyal people that come on almost every single week. Karen and Ann. Hey, Aunt Stephanie. Thank you for coming on. So we go and visit in College Station. And, people I used to think that a College Station in Houston are like close. It's not really close. It's a drive. But we really, really, really enjoyed ourselves. Their hospitality, the great conversation. It was just easy. I'm one of those people that get tired of people after a while. But I tell you what, I really enjoyed sitting there talking to Karen and Ann and Mother Brenda. We just had a good time. And I really appreciate their hospitality. The plan was I was supposed to go there to show my appreciation of them. And they pulled food out for us and cheesecake and gifts. And I was really taken back. Really, really appreciate it. I see you, Dad. I see Mom. I see you guys. So I just really, really, I really appreciate it. We really had fun, and we definitely gonna come back. But definitely want to also shout out Shay. Shay is funny because when you get married, Shar was telling me about. I felt like she told me 5,000 people. Cousin so and so, aunt this, and for a long time I thought Shay was blood, but she might as well be. She's a phenomenal lady. She's always there, always very supportive of Shar and this family. I thought she deserved a shout out. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know if she's on. Maybe one day she'll look at a recording and see it. But I really wanted to shout out Shar, and then Shay. Wanted to shout out Shay. And then I also wanted to shout out Josh Michael. I talked to him today. Josh Michael's a young man I used to work with. He's in Argentina, and he is a loyal listener. He always pulls it up. He says they're about 3 hours ahead of us. So, sometimes he's asleep and he wakes back up. And I know he does because we'll look and we'll see the comments later on, and he'll comment in there. And we're really going to make an effort to go down there. I tell you what, I was like, we're going. And then I saw those ticket prices. I was like, oh, Lord. Them ticket prices are for real. So we're still going to go. I'm just got to work harder. And but, man, this is a phenomenal dude. Sometimes you just wish you can put these people on camera so you can see them and talk to them. And it's just, and I wish some kind of way we're going to do something. We're going to get this. I know one week we're going to have an interview with an entrepreneur. So we're definitely going to put that on, where to be 2 of us on. I guess we'll just have to back up a little bit, change the lighting. But I just want to give a shout out to those 3 people actually. Sell more books. All right. Appreciate it, Ann. And we come on 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. The website is up like we've been talking about. Anything you want to get some information to us. If you don't want to type a whole bunch on this screen here, you can always go to info@We-Must-Elevate. We are a consulting agency. Who are we here for? We're for the individual that wants to develop from a personal level, or if they want to develop for business development. We're also for new and existing leaders that are trying to get better at their craft. They want to shorten that curve. They want to be more efficient. We're here for the business owner looking to increase sales and to reach that ultimate challenge of being owner independent, meaning that they can go on vacation and their business keeps running and it keeps producing. You know, hey Shay, did you miss? I just gave you a shout out, Shay. So anyway, also for the leaders or employees that are looking for people to come in and they need somebody to come in and energize their crew, do some training and development. We do the Elevate training program for that, and it's like one of my favorite. I love doing that. This is a lot different than this. You know, it's not just me sitting on a still screen and looking over to Shar every once in a while when I forget or say something wrong. It's more interactive, and we do a lot of interactive exercises. So, and how we do it by getting to know you first, and we do the assessments. We do some questionnaires, and then we try to make sure we understand exactly what you're trying to do. Now, remember, the work is some work involved. It's not anything magical. We're not going to touch you on the shoulder, and next thing you know, you have a $10 million business, or you're going to be like, what's that company we just talked about, Tutti Fruits, or what is that? They just got a valuation of $500 million. The one with the cookies and they're a college couple. They were in college together. Tiff Treats, yeah. So, you know, awesome story. Tiff Treats. They specialize in what? Cookies. And basically they just got a valuation of $500 million. So that's awesome. So, but anyway, the way we conduct these Facebooks is that we really depend on your. I missed what she said. I see Argentina helps pay for tickets to Argentina.
The book.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. But basically, the way we do it is we depend on your comments. We end promptly at 7:30. Really appreciate your time, and we will do that. The question for the day is: how was your Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving? You know, just if you could do it in 1, 2, 3 words, just tell us how your Thanksgiving was. While we're waiting on those, I'm gonna tell you, mine was great. My parents are down. Mother Brenda was down. Shay came the day before with her family. My middle son was down, so it was just good times. Aunt Dana came down. It's funny, we live in the same city. I see Jamichael and Lillian. It was great times. Aunt Dana, I see her twice a year, maybe sometimes once a year, and we live in the same city. Both of us are busy. She's a nurse, and you know that the nursing field, they have a tremendous task in front of them. So, but I really appreciate everybody came out. It was almost a mixture of my birthday and hey, Mr. Hamilton, Alex, good to see you. Alex said it was great. Mother Brenda said it was amazing. And thumbs up to make it relaxing. It's great to hear people had great Thanksgivings. And hopefully it will continue on because we got Christmas coming up. And then we start that new year, 2022. So we're at 7:10. I wanted to go kind of into what our discussion is today is called dealing with disappointment. Dealing with disappointment. So I felt like I had something I'm really excited about, we sit down and we talk about things we want to do to change things up. And I'm really excited about the interview we're going to do live with an entrepreneur. We're going to ask them some poignant questions. And one thing I would like you guys to do, if you have some questions that you want asked, please send them to info@wemustelevate.com. Please send your questions so we can get them in. I would love to get a solid 20 minutes asking the questions of the entrepreneur so you can kind of see things. Some of you guys have run business before, so you know that side, but some people have never run a business and they don't understand what it's like. They don't understand the challenges. And I think sometimes because entrepreneurs, that trendy word that everybody talks about, wants to be about, but I think sometimes they don't understand how challenging it can be. So to be able to interview an entrepreneur and to hear the struggles, the challenges, the victories, the things that they would change if they could go back, all the little nuances, the things that they didn't know coming in that they wish they would have known. It's going to be fun to sit there and ask those questions and hear their answers. So, and we'll do stuff like that in the future. And I'm really excited about it because these things are going to be archived. They'll always be on Facebook Live. Somebody can always go back. And if you're really hungry, you'll go back and you'll watch this stuff. So really excited about that. Oh, jokes are coming, Mother Brenda. Oh, we just changed up the setup, but they coming. They're coming. All right. So I'm glad you said it because I skipped it. So thank you. So jokes, jokes, jokes. What did the robber say to the bee? What did the robber say to the bee? I can't believe Kanye down here. What did the robber say to the bee? Char?
Buzz off.
Your honey or your life? Your honey or your life? You get it? You get your honey, the robber and the bee, your honey or your life. Yeah, she didn't like that one, y'all. All right, number two. Number two. What do sick people order at Starbucks? What do sick people... Oh, no. I thought I missed the jokes. I think you secretly like the jokes, Aunt Stephanie. I think you secretly and liked it. What do sick people order at Starbucks? Char? Coffee. They order coffee. They order coffee. Number three. We got to laugh out of that one. Oh, you know, all we take is one laugh. And that means we're going to do this again next week. Why did the driver hold his nose? Why did the driver hold his nose? She ain't talking about a medicine ball. Come on, man. Anyway. Alex liked it. Tamika liked it. Why did the driver hold his nose? His car had gas. His car had gas. You get it? She didn't laugh at that one. She didn't laugh at that one. So anyway, I can't throw this away, but I will put it to the side for right now. So back to what we're talking about today, dealing with disappointment. So this is a huge topic, and it's one of those things where you can probably do a mini series on it, but that's not how we're set up here on Facebook Live. Oh, we got a groan. And said she got a groan on that last one, but that's not how we're set up. So, when we talk about dealing with disappointment, it's actually, there's like several books that are outlined and that haven't been developed all the way that are coming out. One's coming out next year, but it's almost, there's work to do. But third joke was the best one. My dad said the third one was the best one. But there's a series of books coming out. One's coming out next year, and it's called E.L.E.V.A.T.E, Equipping Leaders of Tomorrow. It's going to be like the centerpiece, and the other books will come out after that. There's one book called E.L.E.V.A.T.E. It's going to be called an E.L.E.V.A.T.E series, and then one book's called Growth, the answer to every problem in life. Growth, the answer to every problem in life. There's another one called We Must Elevate. That's your rah, let's go type of book. It's real, there's all the chapters are like real aggressive. And then after that one, there's going to be a book called Dealing with Disappointment. So in that one here, we're going to take a section out of that book and just discuss it today. But dealing with disappointment is a large topic that covers a lot of different dynamics. And to communicate it effectively, you really got to break it down. And you got to analyze it in portions, right? You got to analyze it in portions. And because the reason we got to analyze it in portions is because many times our disappointments that hit us deeply or not because of one thing. So it's not like the ones that got us sitting in the closet crying. It's usually not one thing. It's usually interwoven or intertwined with a lot of other things. So you really got to sit back and kind of peel back the layers and look at some things. So in that book, what we've done is we have chapters like purpose. In purpose, we talk about you really have to deal with your concept of purpose. Do you have one? Why are you here? Our answer is until you figure it out, you need to be a master of exposure and have a lifestyle of exposure so you can see and experience different things. I'm a big proponent of kids just experiencing something after, one thing after the next so you can see where their passion lies. One, so you don't spend $200,000 paying for their education. They say, I want to change majors or something like that. Let them see at a young age what their passion is. Let them go through some things. Let them struggle with some things, and then see if they're really in it, involved in it, and want to be that become part of their life. So the other thing is that you do is learn your temperament, because sometimes when you don't know your temperament, you can let other people persuade you that you're weird when it's just really who you are. You know, when you're strong and you know what your temperament is, you know your strengths and weaknesses. When people say stuff, you know, in the back of your mind, you be like, well, that's just me. I will never be what you want me to be because I'm too busy being me, right? And then the other thing is to make sure you have healthy habits that keep you sharp, so you're just not running yourself down, you know, working so hard where you just run yourself down. But we also have a chapter called pleasure. And we say, hey, you really got to deal with the way you view pleasure, because you have to be careful not to become, especially in our society, you have to be careful not to become hedonistic, where you seek pleasure all the time. You know, you figure there's 168 hours in a week, 56 of them you're supposed to be sleep, 55 is work, and that's based on you working 40 hours a week, and then you got to get ready for work, you got to drive to work. That leaves you with 57 hours. How much of that should be fun? I don't know. How much of that should be leisure time? I don't know. But I know fun shouldn't trump growth. Are we using pleasure to hide from things instead of dealing with our issues that stunt our growth? You know, when you see somebody that can get to level 85 in some video game, but they don't know the simple dynamics of relationships or financial literacy or stuff like that, then you know something's backwards or something's upside down. So it's just making sure we deal with that. We also have a chapter called People in the book called Dealing with Disappointment. And I'm not listing all the chapters. I'm just giving you a few. But there's a chapter called People, when we talk about, hey, you really got to understand your perspective. What is your perspective about people? What will you accept or not accept from people when it comes to behavior? What do you look for in a friend? Who do you allow to access your inner circle? Do you have an inner circle? You know, so, and then another area we talk about is progression. Progression. You have to really deal with your mindset when it comes to progression. So progression, our philosophy is, it's a choice, but it's not really a choice, because your whole body, the way you live life, the way you're even structured, is meant to progress. So if you choose not to, you're fighting against yourself, and then you'll be sitting in this place where you're like wondering, what's going on? Why ain't life right? And then you start seeing all these commercials about, why don't you do this and do this? And you look for these things to fix things that it's all about you just needing to make up in your mind that, hey, I'm going to make sure I grow. I'm going to make sure I progress. So the last one, which we'll dive in a little bit deeper here, is pain. The one I want to talk about today is pain. And I'm talking about emotional pain. I'm talking about frustration, depression, anxiety, fears, etc. That's what we'll be touching lightly today. And it's going to be light because we only have 10 minutes. We only have 10 minutes. So, but I just want to talk about 4 realizations of emotional pain. 4 realizations about emotional pain. And before I go any further, let me know you guys are out there. How you feeling? Give me some 1s if you're alive. Give me some 2s if you fell asleep. Yeah, you still got the turkey hangover. Dealing with disappointment, emotional pain. Give us some feedback, you guys. So we're going to go over 4 realizations about emotional pain. And then please, I know we haven't went too far, but please like and share. You see that I did that without being prodded by Shar. Please like and share. That's how we get the word out. Please like and share.
Mom said she's thirsty for the last
But 4 realizations about emotional pain. The first one is that it's necessary for growth. You know that old saying, we use it in the world when we worked out. It was no pain, no gain, right? But it's the same thing when it comes to emotional growth, or when you're dealing with emotional pain, is that I can say it like this. I think the most glorious and happiest things I've ever experienced in my life had to do with my kids. The most painful, heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, have you slobbing on the floor crying, had to do with my kids. But that emotional pain teaches you some things, and it's necessary. It's definitely necessary for growth. I think that I had a situation where with my boys, I had my middle son, called me one time and he was like, Dad, I seen this red Impala, candy red with rims on it, lowered to the ground. It looks brand new. It's $1,500. You think I should get it? I'm looking at him like, $1,500 car, candy red with rims. I said, have you checked it out or anything? And he's like, no, but I know it's a good car. I was like, listen, do you want to be cool today or do you want to have a car tomorrow? He calls me back, later on. We talk about it. Next thing I know, he says, hey, I bought a Honda Civic. That was one of the happiest. That's one of the happiest moments in my life. Not because the car he bought, but he made a decision that was mature, a decision that I can't make him do anything. He could have bought that $1,500 car and had it for 1 month and been cool, the coolest guy in Austin, Texas for 1 month. But he decided to make a good decision. One of the happiest moments of my life. Another one, the happiest moments, I have an older son and my youngest son were struggling in school, but they graduated. We were worried. There was a lot of things going on. There was a lot of obstacles, but they stuck it out and they graduated. And then I can go on forever about other things that, you get frustrated about as a parent. I know you guys can too, but emotional pain is necessary. It's necessary for growth. That whole grappling and keeping your head straight, dealing with that stuff, the conversations you have, being patient, having to talk through things, that is growth and it's necessary. Number 2, expect it and prepare for it. Expect it and prepare for it. Prepare what? Expect what? Prepare for pain. Prepare for emotional pain. Expect emotional pain. It's coming. If you're feeling good right now, I'm happy for you, but know it's getting ready to come. If you just got out of it, good. Take your break, drink some Big Red, but it's coming again. And how do you prepare for it? Keep your house in order. And when I say house, I'm talking about yourself. Keep yourself in order. Keep your finances in order. Keep your health in order. Because really, the pain is going to come. But if you have those other things that are on top of that, it can be overwhelming. So if you got financial issues and then you have the emotional pain come, whether it be an event where somebody passes away that's close to you, or it could be maybe you get laid off and you didn't save up money and you're not prepared for the hit, whatever it may be, if you keep yourself in order, keep your house in order, keep your mind going, read books, develop your mind, you will be able to take those hits. A lot of the people that can't handle the hit is because they don't have their self right. It's amazing, and I don't want to sound insensitive right here, but to me it's amazing how many people get taken out when somebody close to them dies. To me it's amazing because people have been dying since day one, and they're going to continue to die. You would think out of all the things that we have that should not stop us. I'm not saying you shouldn't grieve. You're going to grieve, but it shouldn't stop you because it's the most consistent natural thing that happens. But I think because maybe we don't have our perspective on it right, we let it rock us more than it should, because it's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to Shar. It's going to happen to Kai, Joseph, David, Jamichael, Sean, everybody, my parents. We're all going to die. So you should be rocked. You should shed some tears, but to let it take you out of the game, I don't think we should respond like that because it's happening all around us all the time. So that's one of the things that, that's just me. Maybe I'm off. I've been told I'm off a little bit anyway. So the other thing I would say is analyze it. Analyze it. I believe in analyzing pain because you want to ask questions like, did this have to happen? Because sometimes you put yourself in positions, where you go through some emotional pain that you didn't have to go through. If it didn't have to happen, what was the first step that took you in a different direction that caused you to go through this? What will you commit to do differently this time or next time because of what you learned in this emotional pain? Most of us, we struggle with the circle. We go through the same thing over and over again, right? And then I would ask myself, why does it hurt so bad? Does it hurt so bad because I'm looking at it the wrong way? Does it hurt so bad because I had my hopes and all my eggs in the wrong basket, then it hurts so bad because I'm hoping that somebody would save me, so, and
Amen.
they didn't, so like we said before,
Yes,
no, like we said before, no victims, creators, no victims, creators. And the other thing, the last of the 4 realizations about emotional pain is that you have to use it as fuel, because it's going to happen. So, I mean, you might as well just kind of kick back and say, you know what? I'm going to let it motivate me. I'm going to learn from it. That's going to help me get to the goal. I know when I've been through some devastating situations, I would always tell myself, man, after I get through this, I'm going to be a hell of a man. That's what I tell myself. After I get through this one, woo, I'm going to be a hell of a man. You ain't going to be able to touch this. I'm going to be a hell of a man, but I got to get through this first, so it's just about seeing it the right way, moving forward, not getting stuck, not playing victim, not acting like out of this 7 billion people on the earth, you're the only one that went through it. It's about having the right perspective, so tell me if you got anything out of it. 728, I told you, the fastest 30 minutes in social media right here, Elevate Facebook. Let me know if you got anything out of this, Miss Brenda. I feel like say it.
But don't put me on camera.
Char said, "Don't put me on camera." All right, I will not. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So disappointment can also lead you to your victory, right? Because sometimes we have to go through things to get to the other side.
Right. And
so I don't mean to be spiritual, but God has our steps ordered. And so where it is that He is trying to take us, there's pieces of the puzzle that have to fit together. So this has to happen before Z. You have to go from A to Z, and you have to get there.
You can't say all this and don't want to get on camera.
Well,
no, you can't. No, you gotta take a session. Anyway. The way we're gonna do this, if Shar, I think if Shar wants to talk all this time, we got to make sure that she has a Wednesday night at 7. We can, because I've been telling her about. I said, why don't you get on here? So anyway, we got some absolutely's. We got Brenda, Mother Brenda. We got some amens. This became church on 7 p.m. But definitely, you got to have the right perspectives, because it's ups and what they say, if you're either at the top of the mountain or you're coming down, just to go up again to come right back down. So emotional pain. The next 5 Facebooks, as it is 7:30, My Chief Enemy. The one after that is In the Arena. The one after that is Cyclosclerosis, the hardening of your attitude. The next one after that is The One Word We Cannot Escape, Choice. That's the word. The one word we cannot escape, choice. And then we have a live interview with a successful entrepreneur. Super excited about that. So I really appreciate you guys coming on. I hope you really enjoy the holidays. We will be on next week for sure. I don't think we're going to be missing any more weeks because Thursday was Thanksgiving. Wednesday was a holiday. So that was the only reason. But Christmas is on Saturday. So really appreciate you guys coming on. Our little slogan at the end: be intentional, focus on growth, and elevate now. Thank you.